contest. The next show is Saturday O'Connor's presentation of scenes from Amadeus. Thank you.
Make sure you time it. Also, if I talk, don't stop. Too loud, bro. I'm too loud on the mic.
My confessors, I wanted fame, yet only in one especial way. Music. Not even time can alter that music is God's art. By 12, I was stumbling about the fields of Lombardy, humming up my arias and anthems to the Lord. And at night, I prayed through the moldering plastic with all my soul. Signor, let me be a composer. Grant me sufficient fame to enjoy. And in return, I will live with virtue. Your servant for life. Shortly thereafter, I met the emperor who favored me. Clearly, my bargain had been accepted. And now, gracious ladies, obliging gentlemen, I present to you my final composition, entitled The Death of Mozart. Or, did I know? On this, the last night of my life!
The place route is Vienna, year 1781. I am 31, already a prolific composer to the Austrian court. I had a prize pupil, Caterina Cavalieri. I was very much in love with Caterina, or at least in love. But because of my vow to God, I was entirely faithful to my wife. My ambition burned with an unquenchable flame. I was the most successful young musician in the city of musicians, when, suddenly, and without warning, Mozart has gone! These are my Venticelli, my little winds.
He's come looking for work.
I want to meet him. What houses does he visit?
He'll be at the Baroness Ball's nest tomorrow night.
So, I went. I entered the library to take first a little refreshment.
Meow! I'm going to bounce. I'm going to scrunch munch. I'm going to chew poo my little mouse wouse. I'm going to tear her to bits with my paws claws.
Before I could rise, it had become difficult to do so.
Oh.
Someone will hear you.
Hey, what's trans?
What?
T-R-A-Z-O-M, what's that mean?
How should I know?
It's Mozart spelled backwards. If you ever married me, you'd be Constanza Trust me.
No.
Mary, answer me this minute, yes or no? Come, my dear. The music waits.
Yes, and then right away, the concert began. Yes, I heard it through the door at first, only vaguely, too horrified to attend, but presently the sound insisted. A solemn adagio in E flat. It started simply, just a pulse, but then suddenly, high above it, sounded a single note on the oboe. It hung there, unwavering, piercingly through, till breath could hold it no longer. And then a clarinet withdrew it out of me, and sweetened it into a phrase of such delight that it had me trembling. It seemed to me that I had heard the voice of God, and that voice issued from a creature whose own voice I had also heard. And it was the voice of an obscene child. I ran home, and I buried my fear in my work, and at night I prayed for just one thing. Signore, let your sound enter me. Please let me be your conduit. Let me.
Fence and fireworks, gentlemen. Mozart is here.
Majesty. The Emperor Joseph II of Austria, adorer of music, provided that it made no demand upon the royal ear. Majesty, I've written a lovely little tune in Mozart's honor. May I play it for him as it comes up?
By all means, Count Composer. What a delightful idea. Strike! Bring him up at once.
Majesty! Your Majesty's humble slave! Let me kiss your royal hand 100,000 times!
No, s'il vous plaît. A little less enthusiasm, I beg you. You know everyone here, surely, but not, Isaac, our esteemed Count Composer. Herr Salieri, he wrote this little exquisite march of welcome for you.
Oh, I'm overwhelmed! Signore.
Tell me, Mozart, have you received our permission for the opera?
Indeed I have, Majesty. I've already found a libretto. The whole plot is set in Pasha's harem. Majesty, there's nothing offensive in it. It's full of proper German virtues, I swear it.
Come, said Mozart, name us a proper German virtue.
Love, sire? I mean manly love, signore, not male sopranos screeching all that absurd Italian nonsense. The first act is already finished.
But it cannot have been more than 2 weeks since you started.
Composing is not hard when you have the right audience to please, sire.
Au revoir, Monsieur Mozart.
Majesty, je suis comme le genio d'expresser dans la maison du père de tous les musiciens. C'est vraiment à ce plan de désarmement que votre majesté, c'est un honneur qui dépasse la sommet de mesure.
Ah, well, thou it is.
Good day, Majesty.
Votre majesté.
I too wish you success with your opera.
Oh, I'll have it. It's going to be superb. I've already found the most excellent singer for the leading part, Caterina Cavalieri. She's really German, but she thinks it'll advance her career if she sports an Italian name.
Yes, my idea. She is, in fact, my prized pupil. I have kept my hands off of Caterina, yes. But I could not bear to think of anybody else's upon her, least of all, his.
You're Let's see if I can remember it. May I?
It's yours.
Oh. The rest is just the same, isn't it? That fourth doesn't really work, does it? Let's try the third above. Oh. Yes. Good.
Scusate, I must go.
Really? Why don't you try a variation?
Thank you, but I really must attend on the Emperor. It has been delightful to meet you.
For me too, and thanks for the march.
Was it then so early that I began to have thoughts of murder? The first performance of abduction from the Seraglio, the creature's expression of manly love. Yes, for my Caterina, he had written quite simply, the showiest aria that I had ever heard. So ridiculous, so much what might be demanded by a foolish young soprano that I knew precisely what Mozart had demanded in return for it. He'd had, though engaged to be married, this creature had had my darling girl.
It was a good effort.
Did you really like it, sire?
Too many notes.
There are just as many notes, Majesty, neither more nor less as are required.
Ah. Well, thou it is.
Well, what did you think of it yourself, sir?
Mozart, at its best, truly charming.
And at other times?
Well, in Caterina's aria, for example, it could be a little excessive.
Caterina is an excessive girl, in fact. She's insatiable.
Won't you introduce me to your charming fiancé?
Oh, of course, Constanza. This is
No straight lines in the back. No straight lines in the back. Levels. Levels.
Delighted, powerful.
Highs, lows, mids.
It is obvious you have found un tesoro raro.
The ladders, the platforms, the chairs, the cubes.
Good night, sir, and thank you. Constanza.
Have her. Yes, her for Caterina. A party celebrating the new year.
Noises, party noises. Have fun. Drum.
You shamed me!
Shame you! That's a laugh. There's only shame around here, lovey. It's mine. You've only had
just stand here like a little lamb here.
Stop.
Again!
Oh, good evening. Oh.
Excellency.
How long have you been standing there?
Oh, I was asleep until but a moment ago. Are you two quarreling?
We are.
May I suggest that you bring us each a sorbetto from the dining room? There cannot be a better peace offering than such a sorbetto.
He's in love. Really.
Yes, and lucky, too. You are, if I may say, an astonishing creature. On the other hand, your husband does not appear to be so thriving.
We're desperate, sir. Please. Don't tell him I talked.
Between us, how can I help?
My husband needs...
Still project.
My husband needs security. Regular employment. Is there nothing in court?
He's coming back.
Please. Please.
Can you come and see me tomorrow? Alone.
Can't do that.
I'm a married man.
All the same.
Yes or no? In his interest. What of that vow that I made in church? Fidelity, virtue, all of that. No, I couldn't think of that now. The next afternoon, I waited in a fever. Was I actually going to seduce a young wife of 2 months standing? There she was. She'd come. Signora,
Excellency, I brought some of Wolfgang's manuscripts. Once you read them, you'll understand how right he is for royal women.
you mean now?
Yes, I have to take them back with me. Those are all originals. He doesn't make copies.
Constanza, tomorrow evening I dine with the Emperor. One word from me recommending Mozart's to Princess Elizabeth, and that invaluable post is his. Surely, service of that sort deserves a little recompense.
How little?
The size of a kiss. A pity. Somewhat small pay, wouldn't you say?
What do you mean?
Is it not clear?
I'm going. I'm getting out!
Constanza! I would like to look the manuscripts you brought. I will study them overnight, and you will study my proposal. That is the price. Good afternoon. Oh, fiasco. Did I behave like this before day came? Him you have chosen to be your sole conduit? So, enemies, they say that God is not mocked. I tell you, man is not mocked. I am not mocked! acquired a terrible and thrilling new purpose, and Mozart was to be the battleground. Would God strike me dead for my impiety? Suddenly, at 10 o'clock at night, Signora.
My husband is at a soiree, Baron von Stevens. Didn't think I would like it.
I see.
Well, let's get on with it.
Your manuscripts are there. Please take them and go now.
You!
Via, don't return.
You! Rafina!
I would have liked it. Oh yes, then more than ever, but I wanted nothing petty. You see, my quarrel now wasn't with Mozart, but through him to the god that loved him so, Amadeus. Amadeus! The next day, when Caterina Cavalieri came for her lesson, I made the same halting speech. She kissed me with brandy breath and slipped easily into my bed. For she remained for many years as my mistress, behind my good wife's back. So much for my vow of sexual virtue.
Figaro! The manager Figaro, that disgraceful play of Beaumarchais! A piece about real people, Baron! I want life, Baron, not boring legends.
Salieri's recent tonight is a legend, and it's a note for the French.
Because it is impossible to bore the French, except with real life. Opera is important, Baron, because it is realer than any play. I tell you, I want to write a finale lasting half an hour, a quartet, becoming a quintet, becoming a sextet, becoming a septet, an octet, a nonet, on and on, wider and wider, all sounds multiplying and rising together, and the together making a sound entirely new. I bet you that's how God hears the world. Millions of sounds ascending at once and mixing in his ear to become an unending music. Unimaginable to us. That's our job. That's our job, we composers, to combine the inner minds of him and him and him and her, the thoughts of chambermaids and good composers, and turn the audience into God. I'm sorry. I talk nonsense all day. It's incurable. Tell the emperor that the opera is finished. Finished? Right here in my mouth. The rest is just scribbling. He's going to be proud of me. You'll see. Withdrawn. Absolutely no plan for its revival.
I had just ruined Mozart's career at court, and God rewarded me by granting me my dearest wish.
Kapellmeister!
Oh, how long would I go unpunished?
Mozart looks appalling.
I hear he's dosing himself constantly with medicine. My friend, I hear you're not well.
It's nothing. A few pains. I tend to have...
Fans in the back, get into the light. Let the light hit you. Let the light hit you.
Well,
Everyone with fans, let the light hit you.
Comes to me. All right.
That's going to be your marker.
Doing this.
Surely you don't believe in dreams.
perhaps if Wolfgang had proper work, he would dream less. First, tell my
Stancy, please! Excuse us, sir.
They've moved the house again. Yes, it's a real slum. Oh.
been cold. I'm cold all day. Hardly surprising since we haven't any fire. Do you remember that fire we had last night? You said, what a blaze! All those old papers going up. What a blaze!
Make a note, Mark. This needs to be the downstage light.
At least it kept us warm. What else should we have? Perhaps we should dance. You love to dance, Wolfgang. Let's dance! Rise me a contra danza, Mozart! Non più andrai!
Stop it! Stop it! Marini, don't please! Here. Look. There's a kiss. Ooh, where's it coming from? Kiss.
Get up!
I'm frightened, Stanzi. The pains stay. And the dream.
I can't bear much more of this.
The figure is like this now. Here. Come. Here. Its face. Still hidden. Always hidden.
Stop it! Stop it! You frightened me! Stop it!
Stanzi!
And now I hear something more has happened.
Get in the light, Mr. Charles.
She's gone!
Gone? My friend, what do you mean?
Stanzi. She's gone away.
No.
Just for a while, she says. She thinks I'm mad. I think maybe I am. I was seated at my table working. Suddenly, there came 3 sharp knocks at the door. And then a figure entered, all muffled in gray. And then it spoke. Wolfgang Mozart, you are required now by my master to write a requiem mass. It must be finished completely when you see me next, and you will tell no.
Was this what I had actually done?
Mind you, it's not nearly finished. Time was when I could have finished the mass in a week. Not anymore. I've been poisoned.
Poisoned.
Isn't it obvious? The mass. it's for me. I'm to write my own. Oblige me. Take a look at it. Just a page or two, and tell me if it's worth it. You see, I don't know anymore. Everything's leaving me. Oh, it began so well. My life. All the rooms full of smiles. Papa bowing with such joy. Chevalier Mozart, my miraculous son. Why hasn't all gone? Was I so wicked? Why must I go?
Who is this for? This appalling music. Who is it for? Not himself. Certainly not himself. What need more a man who's going to live forever? Who then? The boy! That eager boy who wants
Catch up with the
to
fans. Doing the same spacing. Fletcher's like a million miles away. Catch up.
I have destroyed myself. Suddenly, any feelings left within me rose up, crying, "End this! Confess to him!" Get from him whatever absolution he can possibly grant. How else can you live on after? Wolfgang, you are right. You are poisoned by me. You see, we are both poisoned together, you and I.
No.
Yes.
No.
You must
Go
grant me
away.
please.
Go
I
away.
beg you, please.
For
For all my sins against you, slanders, endless injury, endless false.
Mark, that light is turned on.
Mozart soul, my wicked soul. Amadeus.
Must be on back. Can you hear me? Try to hear me. 5 minutes more. If I nagged it about money, it didn't mean anything. It's only because I'm spoiled. You've spoiled me, love.
Liam, try to get into the silhouette of the blue lights.
You've got to get well soon.
There you go.
Because we need you. We wouldn't know what to do without you.
Project.
I'm taking care of you. You must admit that. I'm giving you fun, too.
From the guts.
Really.
From the guts.
Are you listening?
Breath.
Not one thing. It was the best day of my life when you married me.
death certificate said kidney failure, hastened by exposure to cold. What did I feel? Pity? Pity at last for the man that I had helped to destroy? Yes, I felt the pity that my God could never feel.
Oh, we need to get rid of that front red light.
And so, I stayed on in this city of musicians, reverenced by all, on and on and on for 32 years. Oh, what was it that I wished for in church as a boy? Was it not fame? And then suddenly, his masterstroke. Yes, Mozart's music would sound everywhere, and mine in no place on this earth. I must survive to see myself become extinct. Dawn has come. I must release you now. I have but one trick left me. My servants carry the news out into the street. They will learn of my dreadful death, and they will believe the lie. Forever. Vi saluto.
Salieri has cut his throat, but is still alive. Salieri is quite deranged.
But, Madonna!
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. No one believes it in the world.
Mediocrities. I absolve you all. Amen.
That was beautiful.